Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We're the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Right now, you are tuned into Unapologetically Favored with me, your host, Courtney Cottrell. And if you want to know more about me, don't be afraid. Check out my website at unapologeticallyfavored.net. You can purchase one of three of my motivational books, and you can also check out my motivational apparel and gift line at shopfavored.net. And last but not least, if you are not following me on my social media platforms, what are you doing with your life? Follow me on Facebook at Unapologetically Favored, on Instagram at Unapologetically CAK, and I'm also on Twitter at the letter U Favorite Podcast. So check me out, send me an email, give me some topics that you want to discuss. What's on your mind? If I can help you better walk in your purpose for your life, let me know that as well so we can have a conversation. I love the feedback that I've been getting, and I'll support you and help you guide you to where you want to go in life. Y'all, for this show today, I'm excited. I get a chance to meet a very humble young man that, caught me by surprise because, you never know the path that's laid out in your life and why you end up in certain situations that you end up in. But I like to tell people, don't ever go against the grain because you never know who you might meet, how your situations or circumstances might turn out. But I'm excited about our guest today to find out what he's been up to, where he's going, his new mission, this newfound journey that he's on, and what we can expect from him in the near future. He was a part of a famous rap group from the 90s called the Lost Boyz that included Mr. Cheeks, Freaky Ty, and Pretty Lou. They made their debut in 1995 with that single Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless. And they went on and made another track for Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Remember that movie? Classic. With their popular song Renee, which today is still a banger. But since the 90s, a lot of things have transpired among the group members with the loss of Freaky Ty and then the incarceration of DJ Spigg Nice. But y'all, DJ Spigg Nice is back, baby. He is here. He is here with me. And today we are going to talk about his journey being incarcerated, what he has going on right now, where is he at in life, and what can we expect from him and even the Lost Boyz. And the most famous question that everybody probably thinks about, who's been in his ear? Who are the people in the rap game that he is listening to today? If you want to know the answer to these questions, stay tuned because when we come back, we are going to talk to DJ Spigg Nice, find out about his new mission, this newfound journey, and what we can expect from him in the near future. Right now, you're listening to Unapologetically Favored, and I am your host, Courtney A. Cottrell. You are tuned into WDRB Media, the voice of the community, the only station giving you double the information and inspiration. Don't go anywhere because when we come back, we are talking to DJ Spigg Nice from the Lost Boyz. All right. Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And for those streaming live through the free TuneIn radio app and through the iHeartRadio, you are listening to Unapologetically Favored. I am your host, Courtney A. Cottrell. If you're just tuning in, we are being joined today by a very special guest, DJ Spigg Nice, from our popular 90s rap group, The Lost Boyz. I am grateful that he took time out of his busy schedule to join us. He's been grinding, he's been moving. His passion has just grown, and he's going to explain all of that. But right now, before we move forward, just a little bit about me. I am an author, a motivational speaker. If you love motivational books, visit my website at unapologeticallyfavored.net. You can purchase a copy of one of three of my books on there, Unapologetically Favored, Wake Up, Turn Up, Bless Up, and my latest book, Never Be Afraid to Eat Alone. These books are also available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble's, Books A Million, Walmart.com, and many other book retail outlets. Again, today we are being joined by DJ Spigg Nice from the Lost Boyz. He is on a mission, and I'm loving, what he has coming for us. And Spigg, welcome. How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. I'm all right.
I love it.
How are you? How's everything?
Blessed and highly favored. I woke up this morning, so I'm definitely not complaining.
Let's make two of us.
Right. So we talked a while ago, and you were talking about this new mission that you were on, and I want you to put it out there. What is your mission? What are you doing right now?
Well, as you know,
Right.
because you're my classmate, WTRVV. Yeah, my show's coming on too. I'm gonna have a show on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. But my mission is like to let everybody know about the justice system as much as I can, as much as I've been through it for the last 20 years.
Right.
Let everybody know what's going on, the ins and out, behind the scenes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People's stories. Because, I mean, I have a story, but there's others that have stories just like mine, male and female.
Oh, yeah.
And I want everybody to, you know, get a glance of what's going on. Because a lot of people don't know exactly what goes on. Everybody has a story, even COs. My mission is to, like, open everybody's eyes to this. Because you call it the justice system, it's injustice system. And I want to interview like people from like the lowest parts of the criminal system to the judges, the highest parts. If I could get a Supreme Judge interview, I'm going to try that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like I was telling cats inside, I was like, even I spoke to a lot of people, doctors, nurses, people that bring the mail to the jails, all types of people. And everybody's seen something. Everybody has a story. So I want to get to know these people. I want everybody to know and speak to these people, listen to these people's stories. Even, you know, but besides us, the people on the outside, our people, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody has a story. I don't make no gender, whatever, transgender, I don't know, everything, you know what I'm saying? So everybody has a story, and I'm just trying to like let everybody hear it.
Well, what motivated you? What got you to that point where you woke up one day and you were like, you know what? People on the outside need to know what's going on the inside. What was that spark for you?
It's just the time that I've been in, seeing everything, seeing all these people going through things, and it doesn't matter who we are or what we are. I mean, you know, what nationality we are. Mm-hmm. Everybody's going through the same thing. When we inside, we might be looking, we might be shades different, right? But we have that same thing. We all human. Right. You know, people talk about races and stuff like that. We all one race. We human race.
I love
there's plants, there's animals, there's plants, we human. You know what I'm saying? So we all go through the same things. Might be different ways, right? But they still be similar ways. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought about it and said, I got things to say. You know what I'm saying? Since people don't want to listen to everybody, right? And I got a platform, right? You know, we when we inside is another world in there. Like you got this world on the outside and that world on the inside. Sometimes we have the news before you got the news. We'll hear the news before you. And if from somebody from another state, we might hear if you in Virginia, I might know what's going on in Virginia before you know what's going on in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Because people we talk, we walk, we play ball, we lift weights, we do all this stuff. And we just collaborate, you know what I'm saying? Trade stories and tales and stuff.
So. And I love how you talk about everybody has a story, because like even under, you know, with my brand Unapologetically Favored in my first book, that was my dedication. It was dedicated to all of those who think they're the only ones, fighting a battle. And I tell people, everybody is fighting a battle. It might not be the same circumstance or the same exact situation, but it's still a battle. It's still something they're struggling with. It's still something they're going through. And a lot of the times, you know, people are scared to speak up and say what's really happening, what's on their mind. They're scared to be a part of, you know, be the only one to stand out, because they don't know and they are not in control of the feedback that they may receive, good, negative, bad, whatever the case may be, you know, and it's sad. So I'm glad that, you know, you having this big platform, which is a blessing in disguise, you know, because I always tell people your presence has a purpose. Wherever you're at in your life, your presence has a purpose. And sometimes we don't understand why we go through the things that we go through. And it could have been because you asked for something a long time ago. You want to make a difference in the world, but you didn't know that you might have to get drugged through the depths of hell, because if you don't pass the test, you won't have a testimony to share. You know what I mean? And it just, you know, and that kind of just goes into my next question with, you know, what was it that kept your head above water, that kept you going, that kept you, you know, floating? Because I know that's a dark time in somebody's life. And, you know, for some people, they don't make it all the way through because they can't see that light at the end of the tunnel. What kept you floating?
It's funny because everybody, I mean, I got asked that a few times.
Uh-huh.
And not to be on some foolishness or mind blowing stuff, my religion,
Right. Your faith.
right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say religion tears everything together. Sometimes it does, but sometimes different.
Right.
Now, I learned I'm a Moor, right? I
Mm-hmm.
learned that I'm a Moor. So my nationality is Moorish American. Basically, I'm uh, um well, basically I've just found another religion. Not, you know, is really our real life religion. That's what our descendants and stuff like that. So like by learning self, I learned, more give and take, more of learning me, learning others. So while I was in that stage of learning, it just came to me. It's like we all have our tribe names, L's and Bays and stuff like that. I chose Bay as a governor. It's govern. L's is like more leaders. I know I'm a leader, but I govern. I govern people, and we make a stand. We do this, or I speak for the people. You know what I'm saying? Like a governor, basically. So, as being in that situation, and that led to me as in with jail. I was in Raybrook in New York, Raybrook, New York. The hats that I was wearing, and like being a grand sheik, it made me more aware of our surroundings. It made me more aware of our people. It made me more aware of the hurt that we go through.
Right.
So being that, it just made me elevate my status. It made me elevate my mind, because it's going to help you. You learn about you learn about others. So basically, I don't know, it just transformed me into something better. You know what I'm saying? So I use that as a stepping stone, and that just helped me help the jail, actually,
Right.
because believe it or not, that jail it was like one of the roughest jails on the East Coast, as in a medium, as in status, like, low, mediums, and highs. That was a medium high. And me being me, I somehow had control of the whole jail, and we had peace on the jail for 6 months. Today's like, yeah, we can't have this. They got me out of here. You see, the people want, not the people, not our people, the
Yeah.
inmates. We was happy. I
Right.
made the
Right.
whole jail cool, peace,
Right.
eating and drinking and
Right.
go outside, this, and that, and third, for 6 months. Till they got me out of there. I broke my ankle, they got me out of there. But before that was mayhem. But I used to bring harmony to the whole jail.
Right.
And one CO told me, he's like, this has never been done before. As long as he's been there, he's been there over 20 years. He said, nobody, not one person, because there's cars in jail. You might have a New York car, Boston, or South car, or something like that, different cars. He said, nobody never had control of everybody. Anybody came to anything, they come to me. And it was just because I used to be the head plumber. I used to be the guy on the microphone in the gym, just basketball games. I used to be the umpire, the everything.
We're
I had a lot
involved.
of hats. I had a lot of hats. So even
Mm-hmm.
mediating with the COs and stuff like that, with the wardens, like, who is this guy? He got more pull than me.
Right.
I've been
Right.
there. I've been there a long time, so I know
Right.
everybody, and people like, they return, they getting their kids into jail and stuff like that. So they
Mm-hmm.
introduced me. This is such and such. He's a good guy, you know. So I had a lot of pull, and that pull made me wiser due to the fact that I'm learning. It just made me spread the love,
Right. And
keep
I can tell
everything in
you,
order.
like listening to your story, your presence had a purpose at that moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like one of those people that believe in like people's vibes, your spirit, your aura, like just everybody has an energy about them. And majority of the time, when you have been in tune with yourself, you know who you are. You can pick up on other people's vibes and the energy they put out. And for you, like, when I first met you, I was like, this dude is cool as I don't know what. Before I knew who you were, this dude's kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a natural something. You have a natural it that you are able to, where it's just natural for you. Some people have to work hard to gain other people's trust or to bring other people together. But for you, it's a natural thing because of the fact that you are in touch with who you are. Other people, you have emotional IQ, you probably have a lot of empathy. You can relate to people and see from their point of view, which makes you more relatable. It makes you more, people can connect to you better.
Yeah.
And it's a thing. Your presence has a purpose. So everything that you've been through, everything that happens to us, there's a reason for it. We might think that we've been buried. Nope, you're being planted because some things are about to move and shake in your life that's going to help you rebuild, grow, strengthen, bounce back, come back stronger than ever. And it's like, voila, here you are.
Thank you. And to add on is like, how many people got mad at me because they found out from somebody else. I had cellies and everything. They found out somebody else. You Spigg Nice. You ain't even tell me. I was like, I don't go around just saying I'm who I am. I'm Ron. I'm Ron. I'm Spigg. Nah, you Spigg Nice. You met me as Ron. You met me as a Spigg. You don't know who that person, the other person is. You don't know the entertainer dude.
Right.
I just said, and you should have seen. I done had dudes stop speaking to me and everything. Nah, I wouldn't talk to you no more because you're a deceiver. You're a deceiver. I was like, it's all love. It just be love. They just be shocked. Like you're a normal
individual. You are a very humble individual, and I love that. But that's going to roll into my next question before we go to break. And now, you know what? I'm going to save this. I want to save your answer for after the break. But the question is, who is Ron Blackwell today? Who are you?
Ron Blackwell Bay. Ron Blackwell Bay.
Who is Ron Blackwell Bay today? Who are you today in comparison to 20 years ago? Don't answer that question. Right now, you are tuned into WDRB Media, the voice of the community. The only station giving you double the information and inspiration. When we come back, DJ Spigg Nice is going to answer my question. Who is he today? Who is he today? Don't go anywhere because we will be right back.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your man, Mr. Cheeks, and you're listening to Unapologetically Favored with Courtney Cottrell. Let's do it.
Welcome back to WDRB Media, the voice of the community. And for those streaming live through the TuneIn Radio app and through iHeartRadio, you are listening to Unapologetically Favored. I am your host, Courtney A. Cottrell. And if you are just now tuning in, you have been missing an awesome conversation with DJ Spigg Nice, former member of the Lost Boyz. I'm not even gonna say former. You know what? You're gonna always be an original Lost Boy to me. I don't care what's going on. We were talking about his mission, his motivation, his drive to just bring awareness to the community from inside, being, incarcerated for like the last 19 years, how he's kept himself going through his faith, which, to me means a lot, because without faith, sometimes I don't even know where I would be if, I didn't believe that God had, my best interest in his hands. So I am so honored to have him here with us. Before we went to break, I asked him, who is Ronald Blackwell Bay today? Who are you?
I'm a loving father, son. I'm me, man. I ain't trying to portray nobody else. I ain't trying to look like nobody else or wear tight pants like nobody else. I ain't trying to hey, I'm only me. I mean, the guy that everybody you might just not pay no attention until you really see me or get to know me. I'm just like you said, I'm like a humble dude that just normal, Ron. And when people meet me, they be like, I introduce myself as Ron.
Right.
Then after you get to know me, I might just slip up or something like that. They be like, And then, it goes into Spigg Nice. the Lost Boys, and then these new kids and stuff
Have
like
no
that.
idea.
They start. Let me see something. I said, yeah, Google me, because that's the new thing. Oh, Google me. I mean, like, nah, just look at the Lost Boys and see if you know anything.
Right.
And then they just be going and they like, oh, he got a lot. They got views. They like that. I got likes and views. That's what y'all rate us as, man. Now well.
It
I'm
is
one of
different
those
world.
guys. Oh, you don't got no, you ain't where your dreads at.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So I mean, I'm just a cool guy.
Going towards the future, what can we expect from DJ Spigg Nice? What's coming up for you?
Well, I'm a businessman. I got a lot of business. I'm staying busy. I mean, first family. I gotta help my family. I gotta that's why I'm down here. I'm planning on a lot of things in South Carolina.
Right.
That's why I moved back down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I plan on like me and my crew, we help just about every state from New York all the way down to Florida come up in the music and stuff like that. So I want to put South Carolina on the map because they ain't get no recognition. And I know there's talent and stuff like that.
Right.
Besides that, like I said, I'm here with my family. I'm watching over my old heads, my moms and pops and stuff like that.
Right.
But I plan on doing a lot of business down here because there's a lot of things that is opportunities. I'm going to be a billionaire before I get 65.
No, you better manifest that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I keep saying. I'm trying to be a billionaire. I ain't trying to be a millionaire. Did that. Anyway, I'm trying to go up. So there's a lot of business opportunities down here, and it's starting to open up with a lot of different things that's every other state's going through, and it's opening up. So I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to be in that loop.
Right.
So that's just, like I said, it's business, and I'm into entertainment. So I got artists and stuff like that that's developing. I want to be an artist. I mean, a developer and stuff like that, music producer and stuff. Because I'm making tracks now. Helping a couple of locals. I'm starting doing a few things with my crew and stuff like that. We still going. We about to do the 25th anniversary album.
Okay.
So I'm using that as a slide to getting more work done. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So June we should be getting that Lost Boys and music coming out. Okay. And then you're gonna start seeing me put stuff. I did a track the other day, last week and stuff like that. So I'm in the booth myself. You know what I'm saying? Besides me and Cheeks getting our stuff together. Then I got this WDRB music media. I mean, I'm in there. I'm on the radio. Like I said, visiting hours with Spigg Nice, Tuesdays 8. Don't be late. Short show. So if you go get something to drink, you might miss it.
Right.
But if you don't get it and you don't get nothing to drink, you're going to not miss it. You're going to miss a jewel if you don't. Right. So I got some things, like I said, I got a lot of business I'm handling down here. Okay. I mean, for me, like I said, I just got out good 7 months ago. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it like you're moving too slow, but actually things is happening. And it's like my mind, like I've been preparing for this for so long, so many years and stuff like that. So I'm impatiently waiting.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Take your time because things happen when they are supposed to happen. We can't control everything that happens. We can only control our attitude towards it. So don't rush it. You're delayed, not denied. So
hey, I got you on my side. I got you on my side to help me now.
Yeah, I'm going to be your accountability partner. We don't have this conversation. I'm going to be your accountability partner. You ain't got to worry about that because we don't have conversation.
That's right.
So I'm going to ask you this one last question because I'm curious to know, and I probably know some of our listeners are going to be curious to know. Being that you are an artist that has been in the game for a long time now, who is bending your ear when it comes to the music today?
Man, I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't know no names. There's a couple of artists. I'm gonna say there are a couple of young artists that's out there. That be spitting. Mm-hmm. There's some older artists that be spitting. Yeah. I mean, I listen to Rock the Bells radio. LL, give me a job.
Right.
Anyway, Let me see. I be listening. Hey, yo, there's a couple of dudes. Even those weird ones, like Kanye still be dropping some joint.
Yes, yes, he does.
He still says something. Cause I like that song, him, the Fabio, and I don't know who's singing. I think there's somebody said.
He is a
Yeah,
creative.
he is. Even though I was listening to something, I was like, what? Who is this? And then I was like, oh, that's Kanye. He don't even sound the same, but he's weird.
He's creative.
It's there. He got to be that. What's that? The Baby?
Yeah.
He mumbles, but you can hear him.
Right.
But he spits something though.
Right.
He says,
I like his
I don't
flow.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of cats out there. J. Cole, he's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to a couple of cats and stuff like that. Right. When I do listen.
Right. Rock the Bells Radio. Got you.
Plug.
Listen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Good conversation, good flow. I tell y'all, Ronald Blackwell Bay, this guy, his vibe is amazing. Like, he is just like your cousin, like your favorite cousin. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hanging out with this dude later on in the future, seeing what's coming from him. Again, you can check him out coming soon. Visiting Hours with Spigg Nice, right? Visiting Hours every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's right.
Eastern, yeah. That's right.
There you go. All right.
That's right, cousin. That's right, cousin.
I got it, cousin. I got you. So check him out, tune in, follow him. Do you have any social media platforms?
Yeah, all of them. It's OG Spigg Nice, LB fam. Hope that ain't too long.
On Instagram or Facebook?
Everything.
Got it. Look him up, follow him on social media, get his followers up. You know, he's out here doing good stuff for not just himself, but for the community, our culture as a whole. He is coming back harder than ever. Again, thank you for joining us today on Unapologetically Favorite. You can join us every Saturday morning at 07 here on WDRB Media. Remember to connect with me by going to the WDRBmedia.com, click on the radio shows tab, and go to Unapologetically Favorite. Also, if you want to be a guest on the show or want some free advertising, email me at Courtney@unapologeticallyfavorite.net. You have been listening to Unapologetically Favorite. I am your host, Courtney A. Cottrell, on WDRB Media, the voice of the community for double the information and inspiration. Until next week, continue to be blessed and walk in your purpose.
Walk.